Hello friends, good morning to all of you. I'm back with another video on sociology optional subject for UPSC CSE mains examination. And friend, you know that we are covering sociological thinkers, and in this video we are going to cover Robert King Merton and his theory of conformity and deviance. And friend, please do these shreyas as it will really motivate me to continue this awesome course for you. And please comment and like the video and hit that red button below the video for the subscription, as a lot of videos going to cover for covering the whole socially optional subject for you, and ask any doubt if you will have. And so let's get started friend. As you know that we are covering sociological thinkers. We have already covered Karl Marx, Emile Durkheim, Max Weber, Talcott Parson and Robert K. Merton is completed by this video, and the last one will remain is the mid, and which is might be possible that I finished today all the sociological thinkers. And soon and friend, I have already asked you a question about which next section I will start. Either we start with this section 5th, stratification and mobility, or we go with the Indian sociologist, which is in paper 2. So please ask, comment in the video, comment below the video for the request that you want me to make which sections video first. So friend, in this video we are going to cover our theories by Robert K. Merton, and we have already covered latent and manifest function and the reference group. And in this video we are going to cover conformity and deviance. So let's get started. So basically conformity and deviance is a thing which is every society has certain norms which is expected from its member to be followed. So when individual thought and actions are in conformity with the norms and values of their society, then it is called as conformity. And whereas when individual actions are deviated from the norms of the society, then it is called deviance. And every society has both characters of C and D, that means conformity and deviance. No society is deviance free because it is universal. Crime free society is a myth that never crimes will happen, and the definition of conformity and deviance keeps changing with the time and situations. In one situation, in an act is considered as conformity, whereas in another context it is becomes deviance. And there are some theories regarding deviance. The first theory is the biological theory, which is given by Lombroso, and he is basically a criminal doctor. In his concept of born criminal, he proposed that criminals are born and not made. Those who are criminal, they born with specific biological characteristics like narrow forehead, broad nose, small eyes, thick neck, small and stocky palm, broad lips. And he found those who have these physiological characteristics have greater tendency to do crimes than others. And this is rejected theory in sociology, and it is rejected by the sociology. The second theory is psychological theory, which is proposed by John Bowlby. And according to this theory, every individual's mental makeup is not the same. That is why, due to their impulsive characteristics, and they are not able to identify the consequence of their act, which leads to the deviance. And the third theory is functional theory of deviance, which is proposed by ED, that means Emile Durkheim. And Emile Durkheim says deviance or crime to an extent is good for the society. It is only dangerous or pathological when the rates of crimes are abnormal. For him, occasional crime serves two purposes. Basically, it unites the unity, and it helps society to identify the corrective measures. And the another theory is by Albert Cohen, and he also identifies two functions of deviance. The first one, that is, it is the safety valve of society, and the second one, it serves as alarming device for the society. So basically Merton rejected all above mentioned theory. He believed that deviance is a socio-cultural phenomena which is the outcome of means, second one is goals, and the third one is discrepancy. So when he developed this theory in his study of American society, and he found that in American society there are two ethos, and the term ethos means the characteristics or the fundamental value of individual or culture or the pupils. And they're basically, these are the fundamental characteristics, value, or the values of our human beings that we have. So basically these ethos means the values or the fundamental characteristics of pupil or culture. So there are basically two types of ethos. The first ethos in American society is success ethos, and which is expect from the individual to become successful in terms of wealth, power, post, and Merton called it integrated goals. And there is another ethos or the fundamental values of the persons, that is means ethos, and it means how to achieve the cultural goals of society, and it is called institutional means. So according to Merton, American society more emphasize on cultural goals than institutional means, which creates a gap or discrepancy between the goals and means in the American society, which causes deviance. So in American society, success ethos are highly emphasized. For example, defeat is not final unless you have stopped trying it. And if you have won the silver, that means you lost the gold. Success is essential and possible for every individual. So hence American society gives more emphasis on success than it means. So in this condition, if we American people analyze their situation and chosen one of the five possible response in American society, so these are the five responses. The first one is conformity, second one is innovation, third one is ritualism, fourth one is retreatism, and the fifth one is rebellion. So when the person is having the both institutional means, let's so I will teach from here, and for the more convenience this table I have made, so please I am going to teach you from here, and please note down this table as it makes easy to understand you. So when individual accept both means and goals, so that's why here 2 plus, that means when individual accept both institutional means and the cultural goals, then of the society, and tries to achieve without violating any norms of the society, then it is called conformity. For example, trying to become IAS, then you have to prepare for UPSC exam. So basically it is conformity, because when you prepare for UPSC exam, then you will become IAS. Then the second one, innovation, when institutional means are rejected and culture's goals are accepted. That's why here is minus, that means institutional goals are means are rejected and cultural goals are accepted. Then it is called as innovation. And for example, accumulation of wealth through tax evasion or corruption, cheating in exams and achieving good marks. And the third one is ritualism, when individuals stick to means but ignorant towards goal. In America, some individuals develop a philosophy like more you think high, more you will be disappointed. Merton called bureaucrats as ritualists. So the fourth one is retreatism. Some individual rejects both means and goals, end up develop their own parallel world. For example, hippies in Americas and saints and sages in Indian society. The fifth one is rebellion. In this response, individual rejects both means and goals and simultaneously tries to establish new means and goals for their society. For example, Maoist, Naxals, Ambedkars, Marx, and etc. are the rebellion. So Merton concluded that the conformity and deviance should not be studied as an individual phenomena. Rather, it is the genesis of deviance which lies in the social structure. So when there is a gap between means and goals, it create or strain on the social structure, which motivates individuals to opt for deviance. Hence, when the source of deviance is social structure and not individual, hence, so basically the source of deviance is social structure and not the individual, according to the Merton. So here is the criticism of this theory. Basically, subcultural theory of deviance believes that sometime conformity to the norms of one group, that means own group which I belong, is maybe considered as deviance by the other people. And the second one is ecological approach of deviance, which means Chicago school, because it believes in this, and it believes that deviance is the outcome of surrounding in which individual lives. Hence, deviance is the outcome of their surroundings or the ecology and not the social structure and discrepancies. So when every society discourages deviance or crime, etc., and the purpose of punishment is basically to set an example for others not to do it, but in Merton's theory, it seems that society encourages for deviance, which is not right. So the final conclusion is that conformity and deviance is an universal phenomena. There are many theories in psychology and sociology regarding it. Especially school of sociology is very famous for the study of deviance, but unlike most of the theories, Merton believes that the source of deviance is not the individual but the social structure itself. So this theory was criticized for ignoring the individual role in deviance, but it also cannot be denied that many a time individual is put in a situation in their respective societies where they left with no other option. So then they will go to in deviance, and especially in the era of globalization where wealth, materialistic goals have gained the significance, suddenly economic crime like corruption, tax fraud, economic fraud, cheating have increased worldwide, which proves that if society loses the balance between means and goals, then the chance of deviance is always high. And in the era of globalization, it is increasing due to the materialistic goals that have gained a lot of significance in the pupil's life. So thank you guys for watching this video and listening to me. So please do these 3 hours and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thank you.